Hello class, welcome back to the one-on-one with Mr. Hali Ababa Johnson. So I saw you guys working on a task yesterday, particularly working on how to read and write whole numbers and decimals using place value understanding. We played some games, you completed a couple of tasks, and now we have come to the end. So as we start today, I want to address one small misunderstanding that many students from around the world have. A common misunderstanding is that students tend to write a number such as you see right here, 4, you see the digits 4, 5, 7, they tend to say that as 457, right? So Sasha reads decimals as whole numbers without noticing that the decimal, which we see right here, point is saying the place value. So the 4 is in the tenths place. We see a 5 in the hundredths place. And we see a 7 in the thousandths place. So when we put it all together, instead of it being 457, we know because of its place value, we would say it's 457, and you always name it by the last place value position, thousandths. So 457, but this time it's not 457, it's 457 thousandths. Alright, let's continue. So what are our big ideas for today? Decimal place value is an extension of whole number place value. So as we look over here to the left, these are all my whole numbers, and then once you get past this decimal and go to the right, now we're talking about decimals. These are numbers that are less than whole numbers. That means they're smaller than one whole. So if we were talking about a quarter or a dime or a nickel, now that we're talking about decimals. Okay? Decimal place value is very similar to whole numbers. Our base 10 system, which you guys should already know because I taught this at the beginning of the school year when I was Mr. Johnson, extends indefinitely to very large numbers and very small numbers. So numbers that go to the left, as we go from the ones to the thousands house to the millions house, they become very large. And then every time we move to the right, it becomes smaller as we go to the thousands house. Then you could have the millions house, and then the billionths house. So it can go in either direction, and the number can get really small. So in closing, I want to finish out with this. How would you write these numbers? And I want you guys to work in a group. So either my group and Bria, who else is in that group? There's 3 of you guys. I want to say Arth and Malik H. Or maybe this is the group with Dirk, with Zadeja, with Winston. If this is you guys' group, here goes your question. Are you ready? I know I am. How would you write these numbers? 112 and 346 thousandths. That's the first one. I want you guys to take a second right now. You can pause the video if you need to, and I want you to tell me how would you write that number out. So everybody get to a board, and I want you to go ahead and work it out and then discuss. Great. So I should see most people wrote 112, put a decimal point, and then wrote 3, 4, 6. 3 in the tenths place, 4 in the hundreds place, and a 6 in my thousands place to write a number which is 112 and 346 thousandths. Now I want you to try this one. 2016 and 49 hundredths. Again, you can pause the video. I want everybody to go to the board, and I want you to try it. You got it. You got it. You got to Mobik. Hey, I'm so proud of you. You've done such a good job. So we have 2 more examples that I want to go with. So how would you say these numbers? I'm going to go ahead and circle them by, I'm not going to say it, I'll just circle it. I want you to talk to your partner. I want you to say it, and then I want you to write it out. Once you guys have finished that one, then you guys can go to the second problem, and I want you again to write it out in expanded form based upon the place value position. Okay. Great job. Alright. So, our final task for today, and this is something that you guys can fill out in your notebooks. Here's the situation. Milana and Roxy were playing the place value game. Milana said one of her numbers from the chart. I wrote 6, 2, 1, comma, 2, 3, 9, period, 1, 7, 5. What advice should Roxy give Milana? Milana, that's not right. The way we read and write the number, Roxy replied, and then I want you to go ahead and give some advice as to how she should say that number and how you know. Good luck. Peace. Oh, I'm not done. So if you happen to finish early, for the rest of the week, I've given you some activities that you can also work on. So it's really simple. All you got to do is go to the, you can either download this activity. So again, if I exit my full screen and you see me scroll down, if I hit the download, it's going to pop up. And you guys can also complete this activity in your notebooks. Alright? So hopefully, again, there are actually 3 different problem sets that you can do, so you don't have to stick with one. So you can do all 3 if you want. You can do one. It's really up to you. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. I'm going to enjoy my evening. Have some fun and mo big. Get busy. Have a good day, guys. See you later. Peace.